Welcome in, everyone, and welcome back to the Cool Cat Gang. We have another excellent race coming up for you between Dansta and VGR. I'm very excited. My name is Nurse Allison Rose, here joined by Lex. How you doing today?
I'm doing alright. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Happy and excited to see these runners play. So I'll start with Dansta. Dansta, is there anything that you're going to be showing off in this run that you want us to be vigilant for? You're playing the risky move for going for DSS. How many tries do you think you'll give it?
All the tries I need. I've never failed on it unless I broke one.
Okay, well, you heard the man. He's going for it. And VGR, anything that you want us to be eyeful for in your run?
ICC and 2DSS unless it's like 10 seconds apart.
Okay, so you're wanting to go for the hard stuff. I respect that.
Other than DSS. So we're gonna be doing different strats, that's for sure.
How consistent would you say you are at 2DSS?
I don't know, it varies. I feel like everything past the second platform I'm like 60% consistent at, but the second platform is just so inconsistent. So I don't really know. We'll see.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens, and we'll see how this race happens. You runners, feel free to get a game file ready up in the race time, and we will... Okay.
Wait, I think I got it. So. Okay, does it sound good now?
Yeah, I think it sounds fine.
Alright, good luck, Dansta.
Good luck.
Good luck, racers. We will hear from you at the end of the run.
Yep, good luck to both of you.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
So,
who are you
Lex.
looking for in this race,
Ooh.
Allison?
Oh, man. 257 level runners, both of them very good in their own right.
Absolutely.
I'm expecting to see a lot.
Yeah. Should be quite a lot of kill strats.
Yes. Like Dansta said, he's going to go for DSS. VGR is going to go for 2DSS and ICC. Potentially some other clips that we may see, perhaps Wooded Pipeway clip. What else could we see? A triple jump lake clip, possibly. Really, anything's on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, wait, hold on.
But well, coming into cap here, well, we're just really setting in the scene and getting ready to really show off this race. And I think both it could be close or it, could make the difference. A race run is often going to be played differently than a runner would play in their own stream on a PB attempt.
But yeah, it is always capped. It's just as a nice start in these runs. Because, it's pretty much the same thing every time, not too many strats.
The same thing every time, it's in every run, and runners definitely get tired of cap.
Definitely. I mean, it's definitely like the most, the kingdom that you spend the most time in.
Yes.
Because it's just reset after reset. And yeah, just shows how dedicated both these runners are.
Right. Given that both of these runners undoubtedly have thousands of hours in the game, they would have spent an inordinate amount of time in cap alone.
Yeah, definitely. Going into the frog room, nothing too special again, just a few vectors with the frog.
Now, vectoring is not something you'll just see here in the frog room. It's something that you'll see throughout the entire run, and it might not be even something that you consciously notice, but the runners are consciously doing.
Yeah.
Runners at this skill level know how to optimize every piece of movement, every which way, up, down, left, right. And
Yeah, just
vectoring...
the most optimal lines to everywhere.
Exactly. Vectoring can be a part of that, and even though the average eye may not notice it, they're definitely doing it.
Now exiting cap, obviously still just about the same time, not too much gone wrong there.
Nope, yep. It was an average cap, I'd say, you know. Nothing
Definitely.
to write home about. However, cap doesn't often have much to write home.
Although we are going into Cascade now, where we did see that Dansta said that he was going to go for DSS, so hopefully he's able to pull that off.
That's right. Because if he takes more than 2 or 3 tries, probably 3 tries max to do DSS, it's possible he'll miss his STA window when he gets to sand.
Yeah. Dansta barely missing that that double jump there, but shouldn't cause too much of an issue. Right, now we get into this interesting part where we see if Dansta is able to pull off DSS or not. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed indeed. Not a lot of runners go for it in races, so if he gets it, it'll definitely be in his favor.
Yeah, just an
VGR
early start.
Yep,
or an early
VGR
lead.
will probably going for the traditional dino skip. Yep. Okay, see what Dansta. Ooh, bonk on the first try. Now he gets about 1 to 2 more tries before he would miss his DSTA window. Second try. Oh!
Ooh!
I think he maybe dropped an input there. He got the correct timing there on the wall. He got up correctly. Okay. Now he's heading up for the rib cage.
Don't think he'll be exactly pleased with that.
Probably not. I think he'll probably be a little disappointed by that second attempt because he did get that jump off, which is the hardest part. It's
Yeah.
just he wasn't able to get the wall jump off correctly, possibly due to a dropped input, but it's hard for me to say for sure. I'd say it would definitely be close whether or not he's going to make his DSTA window, erring on the side of he may or may not make it.
I think he should still be fine. I mean, I'm not sure, but
Where's
need to
VGR
see.
face cam? Good question. I don't know if I've ever seen VGR's face, to be honest with you, though, so... I'm assuming that's Dansta's personal account for YouTube. Game gave me a dumb rainbow spin instead of a wall jump.
right now going down to chest hop. Looks good for VGR and... same
No,
with
he
Dansta.
actually did not
Oh,
get it.
My misjudgment, my bad.
Yeah, Dansta said that he's not going to be making his DSTA window.
Ah. Yeah, so that does mean that he's going to need to pull off manual DST, but it shouldn't be too much of a bother.
A couple seconds. Maybe like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Depending on how good his menu is.
True.
But I'm assuming he'll be pretty good.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how often he has to, you know, go in for the manual. But, you know, most gamers are pretty good at pulling up their switch date and time because they do
A lot
it
of
before
resets.
any percent run.
I mean, they basically look synced right now. Like, down to the frame.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much synced right now. That's correct. Coming into sand, I'm probably expecting a reverse town from both of them. Probably gonna see a platform clip.
Yeah, both of them setting up for reverse town.
I figured as much. Oh, I think VGR took a little bonk there on one of those employees in the employees only section.
So yeah, Dansta now pulling up his menu so he can do manual DSTA.
Yep, so maybe lost him a second or two due to the failed DSS attempts.
Now time for the coolest strat in Reverse Town, the hyena bird. Well,
Oh,
after this
yes.
quick move, of course.
Excellent by VGR. That movement is really cool to watch. Dansta
Yeah.
also did it great. Just their ability to stall in the air while that moon spawns.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different ways you can do that. We saw 2 different strategies there, and
I still have no idea how they stay in the air for that long. It's crazy difficult. They're both going up to Dram. Another really cool strat to add on to the many cool strats in Sand.
it is a cool strat. One of the earlier strats. That strat has been around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Almost since the game's inception. Some of the other ones are more recently added.
Yeah, such as platform clip.
Yes, for sure. The dram strat in that alcove is one of the oldest drams that there is. Well, been around basically since the game's inception.
They're both pulling off very clean movement for reverse Jackson.
Yep, and now when we watch a pull over to VGR screen, you'll see him setting up for the platform clip here. He's got to be careful of that bullet bill, make sure it doesn't hit him, and that he's on the correct cycle with the platform, so he's able to clip out of bounds correctly. Both of them
Neither
able
of
to
them
clip out of
seem
bounds,
to
no
have any
issue.
though. They're just finishing off Sand by collecting one final moon and then warping to the Odyssey to leave the kingdom.
Fairly clean, Sand Kingdom there. Dansta did lose a little bit of time over VGR, simply because he had to do the manual DSTA, whereas VGR did not.
So yeah, now going into Lake, where there is one new strat, which I'm not sure if these runners are consistent with Triple Jump Lake Clip or not, or even if they'll go for it. I'm assuming they will, but yeah, we need to see.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I haven't been watching them too much, so I don't know if they've been really attempting it in PB
Yeah.
attempts. It doesn't save a ton of time in comparison to some other strategies. It looks cool, but it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
save a
definitely.
ton of time.
I believe it's 1 or 2, I don't really know. But yeah, it's definitely a cool strat.
Definitely gotten more common since the last time SMO has been on CCG. I have seen more runners sprinkle in the triple jump late clip into their runs since.
VGR's looks good. Oh,
Ooh!
no. Dancer not getting it either, though.
Mm-mm. However, VGR had a great backup. He got the regular late clip on the first try. Danced 2 or 3 tries there.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate time loss for both of them, but I mean, at least both of them missed it and not just one of them, so
Right. And I mean, comparatively to other strats, this one isn't as big of a deal as some of the
Yeah.
other ones.
Because,
It's
you
not
know,
going
it's
to
only
throw
1
off their
second.
entire kingdom.
I was having a little bit of trouble capturing the fish, but should be fine. Oh, so Dansta going for the cam clip while VGR goes into the room to talk to the mermaid. Interesting.
Yeah, you can actually talk to the mermaid through the wall, which is a little bit of an interesting mechanic. Probably not intended.
Yeah, I
but
don't think talking to
it
someone through the wall isn't exactly intended. But yeah, pretty much still the same pace for both of them, out of lake.
Yeah, looking at the stat sheet, which you can find if you type !SMO League, the difference between the runners is currently 7 seconds in VGR's favor, and it was 5 seconds leaving sand. So VGR gained about 2 seconds in lake over Dansta.
I'm assuming that's just off of a few extra cat throws by Dansta while setting up lake clip.
Probably yes. Because VGR did get that first try, while Dansta got it second or third try.
We are in Wooded now, though, which is turned into the hardest kingdom in the entire run, I would say, anyways. Because, you know, there's quite a lot. There's 3 moon clips in the same kingdom, so it's just a very interesting kingdom to go through. But also very fun to watch.
Wooded can definitely be a make or break scenario.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of places where things can go wrong, which hopefully won't happen, but it is a possibility, unfortunately.
Right, the first major decider will be here in Nut Clip, where you see on VGR's screen.
VGR's clip seems to look good. Yeah. No real issue for Nut Clip for these runners. They've practiced it many, many times.
That's true, yes. However, I've seen crazier things happen than someone missing Nut Clip. But we don't have to worry about that in this particular race.
So I'm not sure if any of these runners will be going for maze clip, because yet again I've not been watching a lot of these runners attempt recently, so yeah, it
I
didn't seem
doubt
like...
it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I haven't really seen almost anyone try that.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but
Unless they're
You never
going for
know.
like BTT or something like that. Good Flower Road script from VGR. Dansta's looks good as well.
Pipes and maze clip are more like Tyrone and Mitch exclusive. Yeah, I kind of thought so, but yeah, again, I've not been watching like any Twitch, so I don't know what strats are people are implementing nowadays.
Well, Buster raced yesterday and he didn't try it in the race, but I don't know if he's been doing it in PvE interviews. He did try for ICC though, and he tried for 2DSS and triple jump lake clip, so he did do quite a few things, but he did not try that one.
And Pro probably. Yeah, Pro does go for quite a lot of hard strats.
Yeah, he does. He's in the chat too.
Don't really know what happened with Dansta there, but I think he accidentally spin throw instead of spin pounded. Oh, and Dansta missing the Shireen as well.
A little bit of spaghetti there from Dansta. Nothing major. Everything's recoverable.
Got a fake sync with the moons there.
Alright, so solid Wooded Kingdom from VGR. No major mistakes. Everything probably went about as he expected it to. Dansta, also, good kingdom. Little bit of spaghetti. Nothing crazy, though. Looking at the stat sheet, VGR is now 12 seconds ahead, so he gained about 5 seconds in Wooded. However, 12 seconds is, you know, it's a lot of time, but it's also simultaneously not a lot of time. I know that might not make a lot of sense, but it can be a lot of time for runners at this level, but if they make a big mistake, that all goes away. Alright, so now we're heading into Lost Kingdom. Lost Kingdom, in my opinion, is very satisfying to watch. It is very high-paced and has a lot of moons in quick succession. If done correctly, a Lost can look very clean and very satisfying. Dan's taking a little bit of a bump there on the Trapedal. Taking a little bit of damage, but he'll recover it on this moon grab here. This butterfly moon always scares me because it's a very thin platform and it's very easy to fall off. And I have seen runners absolutely just lose their mind over falling off that butterfly platform. Alright, ooh, VGR missing the Trapedal moon there. He was not attempting reverse Trapedal. Unfortunately, the Trapedal broke the first block, but not the second block, where that moon was, so that will lose him a little bit of time. We'll see what Dansta does for this Trapedal moon. Is attempting the reverse Trapedal. Ooh, but he also did not get that. Very interesting. So I was thinking this might be some time save for Dansta. However, he missed the reverse Trapedal, and VGR also missed that Trapedal moon, so is a little bit, okay. Sorry for yelling. Okay, so Dansta almost fell off of that platform, managed to avoid dying. Oh man. Got my heart racing there a little bit. Ooh, he saved it though. It's okay. He did not die. Managed to save himself. We'll still lose him a little bit of time, but not as much as the death. Scared me there, Dansta. Alright, now we're heading into Metro Kingdom. Metro Knight in specific. Metro Knight most commonly features the Mecha Wiggler and the City Hall interior. The City Hall interior movement is very precise, and it has a uniquely upward section that is required, unlike much of the game.
Yeah, it's more of a 2D, 3D type of thing instead of a regular 3D area.
Exactly, yeah, it's like a 2.5D almost.
Yeah. Yeah, able to get up there just fine for VGR as Dansta is entering the tower.
Yep, Dansta's time loss and loss was mostly from that bonk, as well as the spaghetti that happened on his stage triple. Unfortunately, that did give him a little bit of time loss behind VGR. However, still, you know, anything can happen. I've certainly seen.
Yeah, as a Super Mario Odyssey race, so anything can be expected.
Yes. Alright, coming into the Mecha Wiggler here, we saw VGR clear his first cycle just fine. And now we see Dansta clearing his first cycle just fine as well. However, the second cycle is really where the Mecha Wiggler can differentiate from itself. This is really where you will see the most problems, if you see problems at all.
Yeah, the Mecha Wiggler is one of the only parts of the game that actually has RNG, so
Correct.
it can be a little bit of a fault for runners sometimes.
The pattern you get is RNG on the second cycle. VGR had a little bit of trouble with hitting some of those bubbles. He had 2 singular bubbles left when he had to make a second pass.
Well, luckily not free cycling though, because that is one of the worst things that can happen.
That's true. Dansta, however, did do a little bit of a better job in his second cycle. He managed to basically get everything on the first go through. So he will save a little bit of time over VGR because of his better shooting. However, I certainly never blame anyone for missing some of these bubbles, because sometimes it's really not even your fault.
Yeah, sometimes they can be a bit unpredictable if you don't know the patterns.
So that was a good scoot clip from VGR, clipped right in like what you would want. He did have a little trouble there on that homing jam to that pole. Ideally, you'd get that right after you grab the moon.
Ooh, Dan's having a little bit of trouble getting into the cage there to get that moon.
Yeah, you can see by the shaking in his head, he's not too happy with that.
No.
But you can also see, you know, the motion controls really coming into play with him twisting his arms all the way over themselves in order to clip in just enough on the scooter to grab that moon.
Dansta was able to get a cleaner pole capture there though, so
That's
that
true.
would save him a tiny bit of time.
However, it definitely will not make up for the scoot clip
No,
in and
unfortunately
of
not.
itself. Yes, if you want to type in the chat !SMO League, one of the links that you will get is a statistics sheet, and if you click on the head-to-head heading on the bottom, you can actually see the splits for both runners, Dansta versus VGR. You can see them compare to their PB, and you can see their difference between each other. So leaving Night Metro, they were 19.55 seconds apart. Yep, the third link down there that you see is the statistics sheet. Just go down to the tab where it says head-to-head. If you look on the right side, you will see the live race data. And while we have those links up there, you can take a look at the bracket as well. And if you want to contribute to the prize pool for this tournament, you can click on the link for the league, and then the winner of the tournament will get the money that you have contributed to the prize pool. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. CCG has a great statistician, Mats, and he is great for setting up all of this data and the runners. Obviously, you can see their live splits there, so...
I'm pretty sure
great
that
addition.
VGR tried to go for reverse peoples there and messed up the jump a little bit. So he just needs to do the normal peoples.
Just bailed and went for the regular.
Oh, Dansta also missing the lever, needing to go back and get it. So getting stuck on some people there.
Yep, you'll see the runners attempt to hug the right wall as much as possible in the people's room, because if you're right up against the right wall, you can roll directly through to the end.
Yeah, the people don't like to go near the walls. Yeah, now we're both going into Snow Kingdom, where we might see an ICC from someone.
Well, VGR said he was going to try it.
Yeah, so
in
hopefully
his
he's able to
pre-game
pull that
interview.
off.
So, yes, hopefully he's able to get it. I don't know if Dansta's going to try it or not. It is more consistent now than it was when it was originally discovered, because it has a setup now, which does make it easier. However, it is still very difficult.
Yeah, there is still a little bit of room for error, which unfortunately
definitely.
just comes down to
Skill.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Skill, just skill. It comes
Yeah,
down
just
to
skill.
We can't blame everything on RNG or, you know, sometimes it's a skill issue. I get it, you know.
Sometimes it doesn't feel like it though, sometimes it just feels like the game's rigged.
Sometimes, yeah. But then sometimes you just don't want to admit to yourself that it's a skill issue. Right. Snow Kingdom also has the fairly famous trick Snowdram jumping off the Odyssey to get the moon on the Painting Island. That trick is probably fairly consistent for these runners based on their skill level, so I wouldn't expect it to cause them too many issues.
Oh, VGR and Dansta both missing the clip there. Seems like these runners are failing quite a lot of the same strats.
That's true. They both failed the Torpedo strat and lost, and now they both failed this one. This trick, however, is not a ton of time loss. Luckily. Some of the other clips, like missing nut clip, could lose you 30 or 40 seconds, versus this losing you maybe 2 seconds. I think VGR is doing a different route, Zach, than Dansta, since VGR is doing the route where he's doing ICC.
Yeah,
No,
so
VGR
had
is doing
to-
ICC. I don't think Dansta is doing it.
Yeah, VGR had to spend some extra time going into the shop
Yeah,
because
VGR went into the shop.
in this route, I believe you end in snow. Sorry, in
Yeah.
the ICC room.
Yeah, so you can see VGR right now has one more moon than Dansta does.
Very clean Goomba vectors from Dansta.
Yep, so this moon that Dansta's getting with these Goombas here is what VGR is attempting to skip by doing what's known as ICC, or Icicle Corner Clip.
Yeah, so hopefully he's able to pull that off.
Yep, it'll be
'cause
coming
it's a
up
very
right
satisfying
here.
strat. Ooh, not quite able to
Ooh.
clip it in the first try. Ooh.
He's trying to hit a very precise segment of the wall there. You see him focusing on his camera. Third try. Okay. Not
Yeah, there's
terrible.
just a very tiny gap where Mario's just barely able to slip in there, so it's very hard to clip into the wall there.
But yep, he still managed to pull it off. Third try. Very nice. And you see him finishing snow now, while you see Dansta doing the Snowdram, getting his final moon. Snowdram, no issue from either of them, like I expected.
So yeah, I'm not quite sure what the time difference is going in here.
Let's see, leaving Day Metro, it was a 26-second difference. Dansta hasn't split for snow yet, so we don't know what the snow difference will be, but I will let you know when it comes across. Right, so here in our next kingdom, this is one of the less exciting kingdoms, I would say.
I mean, there is fish dip, which I'm assuming that both these runners will be going for. Which
The fish and dips one.
yeah, that one.
I don't know if there is an issue with the data or a dancer just forgot to split for snow, but I don't see a comparison right
I'm sure
now.
we'll find out in a second. Yeah, maybe Dancer did forget to split for snow.
It happens, you know.
Yeah, I'll forget sometimes. Anyway, VGR now going up to fish and dips. And able to clip through the wall nicely and grab them in.
It's very easy to clip back inbounds once you're out of bounds. You definitely have to be careful if you're attempting fish and dips to stay out of bounds.
Yeah, because it's quite a small area where you are able to shake the moon and also not clip back inbounds at the same time. Yeah, there's not really too much to comment here on the
No.
end of Seaside. It's pretty much the same as it always has been, so pretty basic strats. Yeah, very good seaside for both of them.
Yeah, I don't really have much to criticize in terms of this seaside. Just how it be, you know? Seaside and then on to the next.
Yeah, so we won't
However,
really know how
luncheon.
much.
Luncheon is spicy.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's so many kill strats in luncheon. Yeah, we won't really know how much VGR saved off of that icicle clip because it does seem that Dansta did forget to split. Oh wait. Okay,
Oh wait,
so
it just came across now.
yeah. So Dansta was well, VGR was 17 seconds ahead out of Snow and seems to have gained a second out of Seaside with a 18-second lead now.
Yeah, it was probably just slightly cleaner lines or cleaner movement. It really wasn't any of the tricks or any issues, just little bit of movement differences that probably accounted for that for a second.
Yeah, just invisible time save throughout the kingdom.
Exactly. Alright, doing the
VGR.
Spirit Arena clip from VGR. That's the first hurdle in this very long gauntlet of a kingdom.
Yeah, everything else in this route ties into that one trick right there.
Exactly.
Because obviously
Sometimes-
since Spirit isn't being spawned, there's no lava bubbles in the kingdom, so need to get a bit
Not-
creative.
Yes, not only is there no lava bubbles, but a lot of the platforms that some of the story moons are on are not accessible to us. That's why the block triple is necessary, because if we would have beaten Spirit, there would have been a lot more platforms accessible to us there.
But yeah, this first part is the more boring part of luncheon, but aside from obviously the Spirit skip.
The Spirit
Yeah.
Sex, but even you saw Dansta just with the slots there. Doing the strat that he did on those slots is not easy.
Oh no, not at all.
To get that throw off, but to get all 5 in the moon just casually like that is not an easy stat.
Just the smallest
I don't want
of
to
time
just brush
saves.
it off, you know?
Like, slots doesn't seem like a room where you can really gain a lot of time, but speedrunners are just insane and find time save anyways.
You'll see the damage boost that Dansta's doing now. VGR also did going into the forest room because the Pota boost and level bubbles.
Oh! Dansta diving off the edge while trying to get the heart.
No! So what Dansta was trying to do there is he was trying to just save a minute time save by grabbing that heart so he wouldn't get the damage refill on his next moon. However, he cost himself a lot more time by going for it just due to the death. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, just extending VGR's lead a wee bit more there. Honestly, what I'm most disappointed about is that VGR's ahead, so we might not be seeing a 2DSS.
Well, I think he said he would try it once or twice, either way.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not catch the first race, so I don't know if that happened to another runner in the last race, but I guess it could have.
Now going on to my favourite part of Spiritless Luncheon, Invisiblock Jump, which is
Oh,
a very
yes.
tricky jump where you hit some blocks that aren't supposed to be accessible yet. Yeah, it's quite
Yep.
interesting.
It is, and you
VGR.
see VR making sure he's getting the absolute perfect setup that he wants for this jump.
Just hitting the one block there as well.
Yep, that very small platform for him to stand on, he has to activate that block mid-air and stand onto it. Tricky thing to do.
Oh,
See,
Dansta
Dansta
getting all
activated 4 of
blocks.
them, yes. As an added bonus, you get 1 coin per block. You don't need them, but you get them.
Yeah, they would have been useful at the start of luncheon, but not right now. I always forget that this room's actually part of any percent. It's quite out of the way from everything else in the kingdom, so you wouldn't really expect it to be, but since there's quite a limited number of moons due to Spiritless, they kind of just do need to get every moon they can.
Yeah, Spiritless is barely possible. There's barely enough moons for you to leave the kingdom without unlocking him, so that's why this room that is so far out of the way is in the route. I think it's funny too, when runners warp back to the Odyssey, they don't immediately globe. They have the one puzzle, a scarecrow moon to the right. So a lot of times you'll see people who don't know SMO very well go, "What are you doing?" And be like, "You need 1 more moon. It's right here. Everything's fine," you know?
Yeah, again, they need to get every moon they can due to the limited moons in Spiritless Luncheon.
While we're heading into here to Ruined, I just want to say that if you want to see more content like this, you can subscribe to the Cool Cat Games YouTube and turn on notifications for when new streams come out. We are showcasing Super Mario Odyssey and SM64 right now. There is also an Ocarina of Time event going on. You can also join the Cool Cat Games Discord, !Discord, if you want any Discord notifications for any Go Live events, or if you want to be a racer or a commentator yourself. We appreciate any expert knowledge, and, you know, if you want to become involved in Cool Cat Game, or just simply watch, appreciate it either way. You can also follow the runners, Dansta and VGR, both very great runners in and of itself. If you want to watch high-level SMO gameplay, go shoot them a follow and show them your support.
Just like to mention quickly that Dansta did lose about 7 seconds in luncheon there over VGR.
Really?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's
probably
from
because of the death
mistaken
in Forks.
Yeah, that was the big time loss in that kingdom. While VGR had quite a clean luncheon.
Yeah, you don't need a perfect mic to be a commentator. Just mid-level is perfectly fine.
Just as long as we can understand you.
Exactly. Yeah, 7 seconds for that death seems a little bit on the low end. There might have just been a little bit more spaghetti on VGR's end.
To be fair, it's quite a quick death because it is right at the start of sub area, and that's where you respawn. So.
Right. Yes, he didn't. When he death, he respawned right where he would like to be. So.
Yes. Like, you know how bad my mic sounds sometimes. Your mic's fine, Purple. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, entering into Bowser's. We took our nice break during Ruined Kingdom to get all our shout outs and plugs out of the way. And now we're moving in here to the final gauntlet here towards the end of these races. VGR is still ahead of Dansta by about 28 seconds now. This is the furthest he's been ahead in this race. He's been ahead since Cascade, however, it was less than 1 second leaving Cascade, so does that really even count? However, you know, in Bowser's Kingdom, there's a lot of places where mistakes can be made and issues can happen.
Yeah, Bowser's is quite a packed trick kingdom, so there are quite a lot of interesting strats in it that can go wrong sometimes.
Right, we see VGR here entering the shard section. Shards may not look like a very difficult segment, but the strategies that you can do to make it very fast make it a lot harder.
Yeah, it's a very diverse part of the game as well, because there's quite a lot of different routes to do it. And at some
VGR
point
had a
it
very
seemed
good
like it was getting
shards.
optimized every day. But yes, VGR did have a very good shards.
Dansta also had a great shards himself. They were both. Alright, coming in here to bunnies. We get one of two options. Long-running SMO meme, Topper, or Harriet first. Everyone has an opinion, no one agrees, and that's just how it be.
Yeah. There is only one correct choice though, which is Topper first. But you know.
You know,
People
I
make
disagree
mistakes.
with you on that, but I'm civil. You know, I'm a professional commentator, so I
Yeah,
won't
of
argue
course,
with
of
you
course.
on it.
I'm not, so.
Of course not. You're a Topper first gamer. Alright, we see both runners here getting Zarbomba, both of them going for Harriet first. Zarbomba is a strategy that allows you to have this one bomb float in the air, basically canceling Harriet's second cycle by allowing you to instantly hit her with that second bomb.
So now going into the other part of Bowser's Kingdom, which is mech. Quite a lot of interesting strats here, such as the creates moon, jump, and target acquired, of course. Just a mech fight in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would agree with you on that. The whole mech is interesting. It is not at all how Nintendo wants you to do it. Not even close, in fact. And the level of optimization that mech has got.
Feet. Oh!
Oh my
Barely able to
God.
save it.
Okay. So that is not what VGR wanted to happen with these blocks. He got
No,
unlucky
absolutely
with the placement of one of those spinies, took damage, and narrowly, very, very narrowly escaped death there. Still lost him time, nonetheless. But he very, very narrowly escaped death.
That's able to pull off the jump though. I was scared that I spoke too soon there and he would fail the second part.
Fair enough. Alright, so VGR is gonna lose some time there. He's still ahead, but he's got to keep things clean if he wants to stay ahead.
Would pull off top required. You can just see a level of concentration on Dance's face as he goes into mech here.
Mech is definitely a place where you want all of your focus on the game. You're not looking at chat, you're not reading a text message. Everything is focused on the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Solid mech from VGR. Solid mech from Dansta too.
Yeah, not too much wrong with either of the runners Bowser's Kingdom, except from VGR's unfortunate fall at crate jump.
Yes. I honestly thought VGR was dead there.
Yeah, I know.
I thought
I didn't even think it was possible to survive there.
I think he got out of the damage spawn just early enough to order to dive into that water. If he were out of the damage spawn any later, he would have been dead.
Yeah, luckily he got quite a high bonk, so the animation didn't take long enough. Yeah, now going into the final kingdom of the game, which is Moon Kingdom.
Yes, Moon can be pretty consistent, comparatively why for strategies, unless you're going for 2DSS, which VGR did say he would attempt.
So hopefully he's able to pull that off.
Yes.
Because it's a extremely cool strat. Just barely able to stand on the tiny platforms.
It involves several precise jumps in the 2D section that allows you from entering it at all.
Yeah, the VGR did lose about 10 seconds to Dansta there, assuming due to the failed jump.
I would assume most of it's from that, yes.
Yeah.
BPT's coming into Moon, VGR 5843, Dansta 5859. So probably not looking like a 58 from Dansta unless he bolds the split.
VGR now going up to Moon Cave skip. Failing it on the first attempt.
Didn't quite get on that ledge like he wanted to, so had to...
And taking a bonk on the second attempt as well.
Probably gonna lose him about 10 seconds overall.
See if Dansta can pull it off any better. Dansta able to get it on the first try.
Yes. It's probably the closest now that it's been since, like, Cloud.
Yeah, definitely. I'm assuming, I'm not sure if VGR will be attempting 2DSS anymore due to that, because it is actually decently close now.
If I'm gonna predict this, I'm gonna say VGR will attempt it one time. And if he gets it, he gets it, and if he doesn't, he bails and goes for the 2D section.
Yeah.
That's what
that
I
would make
think
sense.
personally is going to happen. However, I could be wrong.
But yeah, again, it's even risky to go for it in the first place because you can fall into the void and lose the entire base.
True. You can fall into the void and lose a whole minute.
Which obviously is not exactly optimal for a race.
No. If that were to happen, that would decide the race. In this particular race. For either runner.
VGR now finishing off the Bowser fight and going into escape.
I don't know if Dansta's gonna attempt it. He didn't say if he would or would not.
He is behind, so he might try to go for it to catch up.
Right. If he gets it on the first try, VGR doesn't get it. That saves him 7 seconds off the bat, which could put things even closer, and with a very good pillar section could barely edge him to the lead.
VGR now going up to the 2D section.
Guess we'll see what happens.
Does look like he's going for one attempt.
Yep, at least. Nope.
Yeah, and bailing going into the pipe.
Yep,
Understandable,
I was right.
of course.
Nurse Allison Rose knows these things.
Dansta. Going for it twice.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Ooh, he almost had it there.
No!
Oh, man.
Oh.
He was one platform away from getting it there. Runners don't know. If you folks in chat don't know much about it, he was very close.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Oh. That would have made
However,
it like very
barring,
close.
Yeah, barring a death or an invisible now, it's probably going to be VGR's. Probably going to get a low 59 from him. If you want to put some cat jams into the chat, now is a perfect time to do so.
For this absolutely amazing song. And that does secure the win for VGR.
Yep, looking like a low 59 for him, very low 59. Dansta should also sub hour here.
Believe that's a 59.06.
Like 07.
Yeah, 07.
GG's to VGR.
Yeah, very good race,
Dansta
of course.
very 05 according to VGR splits.
Yeah, GG's to
and
both these runners, of course.
Dansta about 20 seconds behind there. Very close. GG.
I'm not sure if these runners are going to be doing post-game interviews.
Yeah, runners, you can undeafen, and I will start with VGR. GG's on your race. How do you feel about your run?
Thank you. It wasn't great, but I mean, I won, so I can't really. Beggars can't be choosers.
You really scared me there in the Crates Moon in Bowser's. What were you feeling there?
Well, I've been going for Pipeless lately, and that's been happening a lot, but I decided to go for it anyway because you don't build consistency by opting out of hard strats.
Right.
I also didn't. Just learned it.
Yeah. I did fine.
Well, yeah, you put in a solid time, low 59, still an excellent time. I predicted that you would try 2DSS one time, and I was correct in that. Dansta, how do you feel about your run?
I mean, we had some stuff about Bowser's, which is really good. Other than that, Nightmare was really good, and Seaside was really good. Everything else,
yeah, my Seaside was the best split of my run too.
I got a 308 and was like, what? I lost time to you? That's unfair.
Yeah, I got a low 307.
And Dansta, in the Forks room, when you took that death, what were you thinking?
I mean, you know, there are a lot of strats right now that I just now implemented after I got 57, and that's one of them. And I've been consistent at it earlier when I practiced it, but you know, that can happen.
It can. We were both very sad to see that. we appreciate you both really showing off your expertise, and GG to both of you.
Shit.
Is there anything either of you
I-
would want to say?
I didn't finish on race time.
Easier.
Yeah, you.
It's okay.
We're on 139. No, okay. One thing I would like to say is during the Bowser fight, like especially after that one wall jump miss, I was considering not even trying 2DSS, but
Mhm.
I realized that it was almost impossible for me to lose the run to it. Like you have to really mess up for you to die. So I thought, why not?
I almost got it first try. Or, I mean, it was kind of second try.
Yeah, that was quite sad to see.
And
miss
I will
earlier.
say my pillars was insane. That was one of the highlights of the run.
Yeah, I also had insane pillars, to be honest.
I got like a little 51, I think.
Probably something
Oh,
like
wow.
that, I don't know.
Alright, well, GG.
GG. I mean, you know, that was the hardest race of the group, like looking at PPs.
Yeah, that definitely was my confidence, you saying.
And I think, you know, I think I would have won against G-Man, just saying. Not certain. But
Find out eventually.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It can only go better.
Well, I appreciate the optimism from both of you. I believe we do have another race coming up after this, so please stick around, subscribe to the Cool Cat Gang. Thank you very much to Dansta, VGR, and for Lex, my amazing co-com.
Bye.